Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Major General Abhinay Rai, Ativishisht Seva Medal, Youth Seva Medal, Commandant, Combat Army Aviation Training School, and all ranks of Combat Army Aviation Training School, I, Major Anupama Shukla,
And I, Captain Amit Raghuvanshi,
welcome you to the exercise Aviation Shakti and valedictory ceremony of young Agniveers, pilots of Basic Remotely Piloted Aircraft System Course Serial 2, Internal Pilot and Observers, young aviators of Combat Aviation Course Serial 45, budding instructors of Aviation Helicopter Instructor Course Serial 44, and the instructors of RPA's QFI Course Serial 05.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request you all to kindly look to your left, that you will witness Agniveers, the Sky Soldiers, pilots of Remotely Piloted Aircraft System, Course Serial 2 of Internal Pilot and Observers, the young aviators of Combat Aviation Course Serial 45, budding instructors of Aviation Helicopter Instructor Course Serial 44, and the RPA's QFI Course Serial 05, marching gallantly to the steering tune of the military band. Together, they embody the spirit and strength of the Army Aviation Corps. Each of them has been meticulously trained to serve, to support, and to soar in the defense of nation. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are awaiting the arrival of the reviewing officer, Lieutenant General Devendra Sharma, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Army Training Command.
May I now request Lieutenant General Devendra Sharma, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Army Training Command, to award the coveted wings and thereafter the individual trophies and medals to the officers of graduating courses.
Firstly, the officers of RPA's QFI Course Serial 5. Lieutenant Colonel Sumant Mahajan,
Major Saurabh Shekhar, Lieutenant Commander Tom Thomas, Lieutenant Colonel Jani AC, Major Kritika Khanna,
Lieutenant Commander Samarth VM, Lieutenant Colonel Karthik Garg, Major Aditya Kala, Lieutenant Colonel Nishit Mishra.
and now the officers of Basic RPS Course Serial 2 Internal Pilot and Observers, Captain Rohit Arjun Shinde, Lieutenant Colonel Gurcharan RV, Major Avdesh Kumar Singh, Major Rahul Sivanathan,
Major Nithun Chakravarti, Captain Hemant Sheran, Major Pikendra Singh, Major Prashant Chaturvedi,
Major Yashvardhan Vijay, Lieutenant Colonel Harjinder Singh Tomar, Major Sandeep Sharma, Commandant Anup Haridas,
Major Koderi Bharadwaja Karantha, Major Madan Mohan Sharma,
and now the officers of Combat Aviation Course Serial 45, Captain Deepak Singh, Captain Sahil Dahima, Captain Prabhat Rawat, Captain Anirudh Sharma,
Captain Srushti Vanzare, Captain Prateek Sharma, Captain Gaurav Ashish, Captain Syed Kalamuddin,
Captain Purvi Shukla, Captain Gaurav Yadav, Captain Saumitra Abhay Golwalkar, Captain Himesh Yadav,
Captain Aditya Pratap Arya, Captain Manish Giri, Captain Jagdeep Singh, Captain Soumya Hemant Gudade,
Captain Tushar Sinha, Captain Srajan Samaya, Captain Vaibhav Singh Rawat, Captain Pushpendra Singh Pal,
Captain Jaideep Mahajan, Captain Bharat Bharadwaj, Captain Arun Bansidharan Iyengar, Captain Satya Prakash.
and now the officers of Aviation Helicopter Instructor Course Serial 44, Major Yatharth Gupta, Major Mohit Raj, Major Nikhil Kumar Singh, Major Rashik Dogra,
Major Ravi Pratap Singh, Major Govind Dwivedi, Major Gaurav Singh, Major Rishabh Raj,
Major V. Dinesh, Major Ankush Thakur. Ladies and gentlemen, with the wings now proudly adorned by our young aviators and instructors, we now move on to the next highlight of today's event. It's time for the prestigious trophy ceremony. Firstly, the trophy winner of RPA's QFI Course Serial 05, The Dronacharya Trophy for Remotely Piloted Aircraft System QFI Course Serial 05 goes to Lieutenant Colonel Sumant Mahajan. The trophy represents highest level of excellence achieved in the course and honors the individual who has distinguished himself as the finest among the select group of future instructors. And the winner is Lieutenant Colonel Sumant Mahajan.
Now, the trophy winners of Basic RPS course, Serial 2 of Internal Pilot and Observer. The Silver Searcher Trophy of Basic RPS course, Serial 2 goes to Major Avdesh Kumar Singh. The trophy with a globe mounted atop symbolizes a broad operational outlook, strategic awareness, and the ever-expanding reach of the modern RPS operations in the tactical battlefield. It recognizes the individual excelled in flying, technical proficiency, and tactical acumen throughout the course. And the winner is Major Avdesh Kumar Singh.
And now, the trophy winner of Combat Aviation Course Serial 45. The Silver Cheetah Trophy of CAC 45 goes to Captain Manish Giri. This trophy is a silver replica of a Cheetah helicopter. This is awarded to the best all-round student officer. The aspects taken into consideration for awarding this trophy are ability in general, tactical flying, and knowledge of ground subjects. The officer has excelled both in ground subjects as well as flying training. And the winner is Captain Manish Giri.
Now, the trophy winners of Aviation Helicopter Instructor Course Serial 44. The Chanakya Trophy of AHIC 44 goes to Major Mohit Raj. This trophy is awarded to the officer standing first in the overall order of merit, which is derived from the highest cumulative aggregate score in ground subjects, flying, and airborne instructional technique. And the winner of the trophy is Major Mohit Raj.
May I now request Lieutenant General Devendra Sharma, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Army Training Command, to address the graduating officers.
There is something uniquely moving about a wings ceremony. The wings being presented today here are not a decoration. They're a statement of proficiency earned, standards met, and responsibility accepted that will define who you are and what you do for the rest of your service. And what makes this occasion particularly significant is the assembly of officers on this ground. There are two distinct cohorts: combat aviators and RPS operators who receive their wings together. This is not ceremonial coincidence, but a doctrinal statement that the future of the Army aviation is not manned or unmanned. It is manned and unmanned, operating as an integrated, networked, and lethal team. To the families, you've carried something that no syllabus captures and no assessment measures: the quiet anxiety of watching someone you love push the limits of the sky and the patient pride of seeing them succeed. This ceremony is yours as much as theirs. Allow me to contextualize the realities of what awaits you. The world that you're stepping into as combat aviators is categorically different from the ones your predecessors entered perhaps a decade ago. Lessons from recent and ongoing conflicts across the globe have demonstrated with brutal clarity that the 21st century battlespace is defined by 5 immutable characteristics. First, multi-domain operations, where land, air, maritime, cyber, space, and cognitive domains operate simultaneously and mutually reinforcing one another. From the first domain with no domain leading a predominant role. Second, persistent surveillance, where space-based assets and network sensors and drones have made the battlefield fully transparent. Third, drone warfare, where cheap, unmanned and autonomous systems have permanently rewritten the cost matrix of conflict. Fourth, technology infusion, where AI has compressed the kill chain from days to minutes and perhaps to seconds. And the commander who waits for perfect information will lose the window of opportunity. And finally, cognitive warfare, where the battle of narrative shapes public will, operational freedom, and strategic outcomes well before the first round has been fired. This is the battle space that you will operate in, not one day, but today. In this battle space, Army aviation is no longer a supporting element. It's a primary instrument of combat power, the third dimension centerpiece in the tactical battle area. The persistent ISR that makes the battlefield transparent in a large measure, primarily from aviation assets. The precision strike that defines modern conflict is delivered increasingly by rotary wing platforms and RPAs. Sensor-to-shooter compression that AI enables finds its fastest and most lethal expression in the aviation kill chains. The aviator of tomorrow, therefore, does not merely fly above the battle space. He is woven into its very fabric as a sensor, a shooter, a network node, and a decision maker all at once. This is the magnitude of responsibility that you assume today. The inventory to discharge that responsibility has never been more significant and consequential. Cheetahs, Chetaks, and Dhruv give the battlefield commander eyes that no ground sensor can replicate. The utility fleet provides a flexibility of force employment that no ground platform can match, lifting forces, sustaining forward positions, and inserting elements where no road exists. Rudra Prachand and the AH-64 Apache generate precise, overwhelming firepower at points of decision. And the Herons and Searchers and impending MQ-9B Predators will give the Army aviation an over-the-horizon reach as well as persistent surveillance capability that was hitherto beyond organic grasp. The inventory and responsibility it carries now passes on to your hands. To the combat aviators receiving their wings today, remember that flying is the entry qualification, the very basic minimum. What defines your contribution to the operational plan is not the proficiency of flying, but the quality of mission accomplishment in how you employ your machine to foster your commander's intent and how you lead every crew that flies with you. To those on the basic QFI RPS courses, you stand at an equally exciting frontier in Army aviation. The debate on whether unmanned systems are primary or secondary has been settled for good. You are the vanguard of what comes next. Having said that, the platform, inventory, and doctrine are only as good as the combatant who employs them. Technology is a force multiplier. The combatant behind is the force. Before I speak of the convictions I want to leave you with a short story. Because it contains in one single episode everything I want you to carry from this address. On 6th of June 1987, Lieutenant General B.C. Nanda had recently assumed the appointment of Northern Army Commander. He landed at Siachen Base Camp on a routine visit in a flight of 6 Cheetah helicopters. GOC 28 Infantry Division, Major General Ramesh Kulkarni sees a godsend opportunity. Amar and Sonam posts in the glacier are in dire need for fuel for warming. And perhaps if they were not resupplied that day, they would freeze to death at night. In the absence, the flight commander, Lieutenant Colonel Tom Dullat, assesses the mission probability as 3 in 5, which means 40% of the crew and the helicopters will not come back. As Amar and Sonam are dominated by Pak Post Kaid, earlier Pak Post Kaid, which is now the Bana Post. A decision is taken. 6 Cheetah helicopters are launched with fuel. The 75 by 24 pack howitzer guns at the base camp are told to fire till their barrels are red hot on Kaid Post to keep them from interfering with the resupply mission. The people at the base camp wait with bated breath. And in 30 minutes, the roar of the 6 helicopters is heard. The helicopters come back. Amar and Sonam are resupplied, and the men there live, only to launch in the next 2 months an operation in which Kaid Post is captured and renamed as Bana Post. This is not history. This is instruction. 2 commanders at different levels, each making a sound call under extreme pressure. That alignment is what made Bana Post ours. And this brings me to the convictions I want each one of you to carry forward. First, master your domain and beyond. Develop the highest proficiency on your machines as also what lies behind. Read the ground, understand other domains. Second, carry Operation Sindoor into every mission. Precision, speed, integration, and surprise. These are determinants of success in modern conflict. Third, technology without ethics becomes dangerous. You will be expected to make decisions at speed with consequences that are immediate and irreversible. There is a very fine dividing line between boldness and foolhardiness. The distinction lies in your judgment, the judgment that the institution has honed in you. Be conscious of that fact. Fourth, lead from the cockpit and not just from the seat. Leadership is defined by the standards you set, the culture you build, the example you set. Mentor junior aviators, contribute to doctrine, drive safety culture with conviction and not compliance. Your effectiveness is not measured by your own flying hours, but the capability you build in those you lead. Fifth, remember who's watching you fly. The soldier on the ground trusting that you will come. The commander who built his entire plan around your proficiency. The family that placed someone they love in the sky in your hands. They are watching not your form or technique, but whether you show up, deliver, and bring the crew home. That weight carried consciously is what separates combat aviators from others. It's a moral distinction, not merely a professional one. These convictions I ask you to carry not as words heard at a ceremony, but as a professional code that shapes every decision, every mission, and every command you will ever hold. And as you carry them forward, allow me to acknowledge those with whom none of this would have been possible. To the families present here. No achievement of this magnitude is individual. Behind every aviator in this ground stands a proud family who sacrificed quietly and believed consistently. I urge all graduating officers to never forget your family's sacrifice. Honor it by carrying compassion, humility, and empathy as deliberately as you carry your flying skills. The world and the armed forces above all respect those who combine competence with conscience. To the faculty, you train officers to operate where margins of error is measured in milliseconds and the consequences of failure can be catastrophic. What you build in them cannot be seen on the parade ground, but it will be felt in every mission they ever fly. My compliments to the faculty and staff of CATS. And finally to you, the graduating officers. The future will test you not in a simulator, but in real operational and battlefield conditions, with real stakes and real human lives depending on your decisions. Trust your training. Honor your judgment. Remember that CATS didn't prepare you only to be adequate. It prepared you to excel. A special word for the award winners. Your distinction today sets a standard that will follow you through your career. Honor it by continuing to hone it in every sortie, every mission, every command you hold. And those who leave as graduating officers without an award today. The finest aviators are not just the ones who are decorated graduation. They are the ones who show up, deliver, and keep raising the bar sortie after sortie, year after year. That is the standard CATS has set for you. Keep raising that bar. As you all receive your wings today, you receive a covenant with your unit, your arm, and the soldier who will one day invoke your call sign in the hour of need. Carry the CAT spirit with pride. Carry your wings with humility. Carry your values with conviction. And carry your responsibilities with the seriousness they deserve. The sky is not the limit. It's merely where you begin. Fly with the conviction to complete your mission. Fly safe. Fly with precision. Because in defense of this great nation, your contribution greatly matters. My best wishes to each one of you and your families for a future filled with success, fulfillment, and meaningful contribution to the nation. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Distinguished guests, as the aviators move ahead in slow march towards the Pehla Pag, savoring the moment with solemn and pride, as today their lives take a new turn into the field of aviation, an arena of professionalism that will seldom be matched in today's combat scenario. And thus, a swarm of hexadrones execute a ceremonial flypast in honor of our new guardians of the sky. The aerial salute by the hexadrones marks the celebration of their achievement and gives a glimpse into the future of air operations.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lieutenant Colonel Priyank Pri leading the Hawk formation of 8 helicopters over the time. We congratulate all the officers on successful completion of courses and welcome the young aviators as they take their Pehla Pag into the folds of Army Aviation.
And thus, most befittingly, the Army aviators fly overhead, showering the flower petals to salute the young wings who are the future of Army aviation.
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो जय हो आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो सच्ची मैंने जान गवाई है नच नच कोयलों पे रात बिताई है अखियों की नींद मैंने फूकों से उड़ा दी गिन गिन तारे मैंने उंगली जलाई है जिंदे शामी आने के तले है, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले है। जय हो, जय हो। जय हो, जय हो, कब से, हाँ कब से जो लब पे रुकी है, क्या कहते, क्या कहते, हाँ कहते, अब आँख झुकी है, क्या कहते, ऐसी ऐसी रोशन आंखें रोशन, दो दो हीरे है क्या। आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के तले, आजा
झरी वाले नीले आसमां के तले। जय हो, शब्द गम,
जय हो,
गम है दिल,
जय हो,
हाल है दिल,
जय हो,
मैं खुद ही।
जय हो, जय हो, जय हो। सपनों के जहानों को रुको ना, जज्बों की उड़ानों को रुको ना, आंखों के निशानों को आग जैसे बरसा दे ये इरादे। जिगरा है जिगरा है, जिगरा है जिगरा है, जिगरे से निकलेंगी चिंगारियां। वो जिगरा है जिगरा है, जिगरा है जिगरा है, जिगरे से निकलेंगी चिंगारियां।
The mortars and ammunition, having been dropped on ground, are quickly brought into action by the soldiers on ground and starts to deliver punitive fire on the enemy positions. Please look in front.
जिस पे है हक अपना छीन के ले जाएंगे, अब ना छोड़ेंगे, ना छोड़ेंगे, जीतेंगे ये हमसे देख रहे जो ख्वाब, अब हम तोड़ेंगे, हम तोड़ेंगे, अब आएंगे ना बाज हम, मिट्टी में मिला दे आज हम, ये सर पे तेरे गुरूर है जो छाया, अब आएंगे ना बाज हम, मिट्टी में मिला दे आज हम, ये सर पे तेरे गुरूर है जो छाया। रोको ना सपनों के तूफानों को, रोको ना जज्बों की उड़ानों को, रोको ना आंखों के निशानों को, आग जैसे बरसा दे ये इरादे। जिगरा है जिगरा है, जिगरा है जिगरा है, जिगरे से निकलेंगी चिंगारियां। वो जिगरा है जिगरा है, जिगरा है जिगरा है, जिगरे से निकलेंगी चिंगारियां।
की क्यारी सींच दे। आग जुबान पे रख दे, फिर चोट के होठ भिगाएंगे, घाव गुनगुनाएंगे, तेरे दर्द गीत बन जाएंगे।
घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो। है प्रचंड बोल मस्तकों के झुंड, आज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो। आन भान शान या की जान का हो दान, आज एक धनुष के बाण पे उतार दो। आरंभ है प्रचंड बोल मस्तकों के झुंड, आज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो। आन बान शान या की जान का हो दान, आज एक धनुष के बाण पे उतार दो। आरंभ है प्रचंड। करे सो प्राण दे, जो मन करे सो प्राण ले, वही तो एक सर्वशक्तिमान है। मन करे सो प्राण दे, जो मन करे सो प्राण ले, वही तो एक सर्वशक्तिमान है। कृष्ण की पुकार है, ये भागवत का सार है, कि युद्ध ही तो वीर का प्रमाण है। कौरवों की भीड़ हो या पांडवों का नीड़ हो, जो लड़ सका है वो ही तो महान है। जीत की